What if I told you that YouTube has been around for almost 12 years? It almost seems like it was yesterday since we all discovered this magnificent site. Some of us even visit the site constantly to get our daily fix of funny cat videos or in order to procrastinate on all our most important projects that we all have to get done as college students. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Raul, and I'm joined by my partners Eduardo and Luis, and we'll be addressing what makes YouTube so successful from three different angles. Three different perspectives that will help us narrow down what makes YouTube stand out about their competitors and what makes YouTube be at the top of their industry. First, Eduardo will be covering the financial management side of YouTube and the services they offer. Second, my partner Luis will be covering the accounting side of YouTube and how to make the platform more attractive to Mexican investors. And third, I will be covering YouTube as a whole and how it has become the catalyst for many of the world's most successful online businesses. Finally, we will be all sharing our conclusions, but hoping that by the end of the presentation you will have a better understanding of what makes YouTube successful as a business than 99% of their daily visitors. How is that for a promise? Let's begin.
So, do you know that 24% of world's users that use the internet access YouTube at least once a day? These include uploaders and downloaders from the site. And this is about 432 million people around the world. But why do you think YouTube has managed to do that? Does anybody have an idea? No? Because YouTube now knows how to optimize their resources, they know how to use their technology, and they implement or improve services to satisfy people's demands around the world. So YouTube's original idea was to people to upload their videos and for people from all around the world to see their videos. And this was a big thing in the 21st century because this was a really useful way to communicate from people you didn't know or worldwide, you know. So YouTube allows people to sell their ideas, to grow as a business. So when people start a business, they can share about their business to the rest of the people. So people know about their business and they're more interested to invest in it. So this is big for growing industries. And it also helps activists to express their feelings from people all around the world, so they know what people want to change in a mind perspective. So YouTube has managed to keep its popularity, as I told you, because they know how to implement and improve services. But I'm going to tell you now in chronological order all the implementations that YouTube has made. So the first implementation that they made was that they made YouTube available in 60 different languages. So this allowed people from all over continents to now search into this platform in their mother tongue. We know that the majority of the world speaks English, but some people don't, and it's more comfortable for some to read in their mother tongues. So it was really comfortable for pretty much everyone. And then after this, they wanted to improve video quality. So this is when they introduced HD vision and 3D vision, but it's not like 3D vision that comes out of your computer literally, but they made it like an illusion. And they also they also implemented live streaming, which allowed people to see their favorite YouTubers from around the world live, and you can even search for current events on CNN, on BBC, in YouTube, and you can see like live events from around the world. So that's pretty big for the communication industry, telecommunication industry. And then after a few years passed, YouTube developed YouTube Red. So this was big for people who wanted to save space in their phones, because YouTube Red allows you to download videos and music so you can listen to them or watch movies offline and with no ads, and you can pretty much see it everywhere. It's kind of like a Spotify or Netflix in YouTube Red, and no ads, as I told you. And a few months ago, YouTube made a new implementation called YouTube for Developers, and this was big for production industries, like, you know, small businesses who want to make like entertainment production industries. They send their ideas to YouTube headquarters, and if their ideas qualify for YouTube, they invite them to their headquarters, and they help them to build these live shows in YouTube, and they assist them with any production management. They help them with technical support. It's pretty big for these people because they now can express their ideas to the world, and they now it's like a publicity strategy that YouTube has made for many other people. And that's pretty much all for business, no, financial administration.
Hello, I will. Good afternoon, people. I will talk about statistics, numbers, and a few interesting facts you maybe don't know about YouTube. Well, you are not tired of watching all these ads in the homepage, besides a video, or even inside a video. Well, the advertising or ads, as YouTube's name, is basically the most valuable assets for the company. In other words, is the biggest company's revenues that the YouTube made. For example, we have always asked many questions about does YouTube pay for a video, or how you can make money from YouTube? Well, there are many people in this network named YouTube that live from it. They make enough money so they can live from making videos. Well, there are the creators, content creators, that are the people who make the videos. Well, these people knows how to sorry. Yes. Based on their views they got on their videos is how the content creators make money. For example, a Latin American content creator, or a YouTuber, as in other words the people knows, makes less money than a US or an Europe content creator make a video. That's and many have questioned why this happens. Why Latin America YouTubers gain less than Europe or American YouTubers? Well, a few months ago I had the opportunity to ask a question to the Google and YouTube CEO at a conference he made in Monterrey, and I asked him why this happens. Why Latin American and gain less than the US or Europe YouTubers? Well, he responded to my question that companies here in Mexico prefer investing their money on TV than on internet, and that makes why they gain less. For example, in US, a YouTuber that makes 1,000 views in the US gain approximately, it's an average, not an exact number because it varies depending on the day, but for example, American YouTuber gain between $3 and $5 for each 1,000 views. In Europe, for each 1,000 views, he gains approximately €1 or €2 approximately. And here in Mexico or Latin America countries, for each 2,000 views, we only get approximately $0.50. there's a huge difference between the U.S. and the U.S. and Mexican market, and it's incredible how companies here in Mexico prefer investing their money on TV, while their future consumers will be prefer more watching internet than TV. That they are there are people like us and the future generations. And as I told, both the ads that I already say, like the government, also start investing on this platform, not only in YouTube but in also more content, like in other web pages. They start investing, but they are only starting a few. Don't spend all their money in their advertising. As my Google friends say in the last presentation, that shows you what you want to see. For example, if you can search for anything in Google or web pages, there will appear what you were mostly investigated few moments ago.
Have you ever heard about the so-called internet millionaires? It seems crazy that in this day and age, there has been a huge shift in our culture for the past 5 years, that people are actually quitting their quote-unquote 9-to-5 jobs, their quote-unquote safe 9-to-5 jobs, to pursue a career making videos on the internet. A few years ago, that would have seemed like a stupid move and also an impossible one. But right now, there are multiple cases of people actually making 6 to 7 figures online by making videos ranging from the topics all the way to filming yourself teaching yoga, to film your cat doing funny stuff, to filming yourself watching your car and telling them how to paint it better. It's amazing. Just picture the fact that a kid sitting on his computer right now could be making more than someone working at Google or at Apple, just by filming themselves playing video games all day in their house. It's just amazing, and leads us to the conclusion that right now YouTube is not only a successful business, but a platform for creating successful businesses. Yet, there are some people that are not taking advantage of this. They are choosing consciously to give up the money that they could be making on ads, approximately about 6 to 7 figures that they could be making just from the ad revenue. But why? These companies have figured out that you can also use YouTube to boost your sales. You can actually give free content, give free advice, give free videos to your customers, so you can build trust with them, and that trust later builds up to a sale. So there are actually people that are choosing to give up thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, just to later build up to a sale that could later turn into tens of millions of dollars in sales, leading us to the conclusion that YouTube is not only a platform for creating successful businesses, but a platform for boosting already existing businesses. Now, to wrap up our presentations, we will be all sharing our conclusion, starting with Eduardo.
Well, it's pretty evident that YouTube has made lots of success implementing new services, and they actually satisfy all 21st century people demands from all around the world. And I actually wonder what YouTube still holds for us for the next century.
Well, I will talk about my conclusion. As an accountant, my job is to make internet more interesting for Mexican companies. If we want to grow like a great country, we need to start investing like a great country. We need to start investing like greatest countries does.
Finally, in conclusion, as a business creation and development mayor, I believe that YouTube, it's an amazing company all around. It has acquired massive momentum over the years, and now it has positioned themselves at the top with no threat to that spot in the foreseeable future. YouTube is just an incredible company, and we are happy to talk about it. Thank you.